YouTube. Long time no see. It's Nicole. Welcome to my page. Thank you. Guess what? Subscribe. Click like so you can get all my notifications. So what I'm going to begin to tell you is my journey for my BBL. In case no one knows what a BBL is, that is when it's liposuction, when they take the fat out of projected areas like your abdomen, your back, your bra strap. They can also take it out of your arms. Some people have chin lipo, but I chose to get it out of my stomach and my back, all in my back, and to put that fat into my buttocks and give me hips, definition of my hips. So that's what I chose to do, and that was May. So now it's January. It took me a long time to get to this point to be able to discuss it and tell you. Let me start by saying this. This video is about BBL's liposuction. If you're against it, you probably should click off because it may not be the video for you. But I'm going to start off with telling you my journey. I always wanted to not have stomachs, but I had a son. So, pregnancy fat. That's what I had, and I could never lose it. I started eating pizza and cake. That's a whole nother YouTube. But my problem was that I tried to lose the fat. It wouldn't go away. Struggling. I did everything. Lost weight, but it wouldn't stay. It wasn't where I wanted it to be. So, of course, it was my choice to have lipo. And so I did the research. And by the way, please do your research. No research is enough. Do research, do more research, research some more, and then when you finish, research some more. So I started off with that, and I really didn't like my stomach. And I really didn't have a behind. I didn't have anything. I was just flat to death. I didn't have anything. Always had the top, the front, but never had the back. So I wasn't happy with myself. So I decided to make a change. When you're not happy, you make a change. So my change was to get lipo. It's the last resort. So ladies, this is not a video of influencing you to get lipo. It's just letting you know what my journey was. You could choose to get lipo. Everybody has their own choice. They can do whatever they like. But I'm not here to influence you to receive lipo. It was difficult for me to leave and go away by myself to go get lipo, but it's life-changing. It's life-changing. So I went to, as you can see in the prior videos, check those videos out and like and subscribe to those videos. I was on a plane, went there, got there, went to Miami. At Miami, at the airport, I was like, do I really need to do this? Do I really want to do this? Yes I do. Yes I do, but there's always that little voice that tells you, hey, I'm not sure if I want to do this, but I did it. As I said, got on BWI, went to Miami, got off the flight, waited for my recovery house to pick me up. So recovery home is where you simply recover once you have surgery. So surgery is outpatient. So the lipo is, after they finish, they shove you out. You go out, the next person comes in, basically. So I left the airport. My recovery house picked me up. Then my doctor called on the way and said, hey, your surgery is tomorrow, but can you come today? Want to do it today? And I said, yes, let me get it over with. Let me get it over with. While I have this positive attitude, yes. So I said, sure. So I went in and did my pre-op. So basically, pre-op is when you go in and they take blood, they take pregnancy tests. Nope, not pregnant. STD, all of those types of tests. I'm good. So they take those tests, and they also give you a COVID-19 test. So they give you that test. You go in, and garments, your scrub head. They take the gown, those slippers. They give you compression socks, which are very important. Compression socks are very important. So I did that, went in, sat down. But prior to that, I went to Seduction, and that's in Miami. My doctor was, maybe I'll tell you later. But she was a really nice doctor, really nice doctor. So I went in. While I was in the office talking to the young lady, she walks by, and she called me by my name. She didn't say, next patient. She said, "Hey, Nicole." And I was like, "Hey." So she's a very nice doctor, very approachable. And I sat in there. While I sat there was some confusion. And I was like, "Lord, is this a sign that you're giving me?" Someone stole a garment and stole something else, and two girls that had surgery prior that day before stole something. And when they stole something, everybody there speaks Spanish. Everybody there is Spanish. So all you could hear them saying is screaming. And a lady, one of the African American ladies, jumped over the counter and started beating up the lady behind the counter, one of the Spanish ladies. And they were screaming and screaming, dialing 911. And I was sitting in the office and I was looking around like, oh my goodness. So the young lady that was helping me, she started crying. So I had to pray with her. I was like, you're supposed to be helping me. But I prayed with her. She was so scared. She was crying. I was like, does this happen often? She was like, no, it never happened before. I said, I don't know. I don't know. I think this might be a sign. I think I better go home. She was like, I understand. I really understand. If you want to go home, I'll make sure you get a refund. You can go home. I said, okay. All right, so I thought about it. And then I thought about it some more. I was like, okay, well, let's just continue on. Let's see what happens. So the police came and you could hear the police saying, where are they here? And what did they have on? And she said, well, she had a white house coat on. She just had surgery, so she couldn't be far. You just had surgery and you are disruptive already. So we sat in the office. It was scary. It was very scary. So after that, a doctor walked by and said, "Are you ready for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, doctor." And she rubbed my shoulder and said, "You'll be fine." I said, "No, God got me. God got me." So I went into the back room, put on all my scrubs. In doing so, she came in and marked me up. I can show you some of those pictures. I'll put those up as well. So they mark you up, let you know where they're going to take it from, how they're going to define you, how you're going to look, what's going to happen. They do all of that. In doing so, she left out. She was like, "All right, I'll be right back." I said, "Doctor, can we pray?" So she said, "Sure." So we prayed. We said a prayer. Then she left out, which was great. If you can get a doctor that can pray with you, wonderful. If not, I'm sorry. Switch doctors. That's just my opinion. So she went into the operating room, and I was just walking back and forth, looking, taking pictures. As you'll see, I'll put up there the pictures that I took before, and it was before. So I waited about 10 minutes, walking back and forth, pacing back and forth. So this was my second red light. I guess I could have said, "Oh no, I don't want to do this. I'm ready to go," but I didn't. Because I really wanted it. And it was paid for. So I went in. I remember going into the doctor walking me into the operating room. And she's walking me into the operating room, and I get up on the table. And the table is a T-shaped. So your arms are going to be out like this. So your arms are out. And you're laying down. And so they strap you in, strap your arms in, and you're laying down there like relax. Then from there, they have a young gentleman who is trying to put an IV in your arm. He couldn't get it in the right arm. And believe me, it hurt. So I breathed heavy, was like, "Lord, have mercy." I just kept saying it. Lord, Lord. And the left arm was finally where he got the IV. And then the doctor said, "You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine." I said, "Thank you so much." The next thing you know, I was feeling warm, and then I was out. And that's the last that I can remember being in that operating room. That's the last I can remember. Then getting up, or not getting up, but waking up. You don't wake up on your backside because you just had surgery, so you don't sit, you don't put any pressure on your backside. So I get up, and then all I can remember is sitting in a wheelchair, being wheeled out to the van of the recovery center, because the recovery center is the center, as I said. It is a place where you go for a couple of days, not a couple, 5 to 7 days. It's mandatory that you stay that long so that they can monitor you and make sure you're okay before you even get on the plane to go back. And in doing so, let me just add that in. When you are getting your surgery and you are ready to go home, there's no, okay, I'm going home when I feel like it. It's 5 days. You have to go back to the doctor and get released from that doctor. And they give you a letter stating that you're able to fly, you're able to go home, and then you get special accommodations. So you get wheeled, you don't have to walk through the whole airport. You can sit in the wheelchair, and when you're in the wheelchair, they take you from where you need to go so that you can catch your plane. So that was a good thing. So where was I? After I left, I went to the recovery center. Get in the car. Of course, when you get in the car, that's why you see a lot of girls, you have to lay on your stomach. You can't lay on your backside, so people go get in the car this way, so they're able to get in. So I got in the car and came home, and it's not so much pain, but it's so much sensitivity. It's more sensitivity than it is pain. Some people, I hear people say, it felt like I got hit by a Mack truck. Not to me. It's just very sensitive and pain, kinda. Not really pain. No, I'll take that back. It's not pain. It's very sensitive. You're very, very sensitive. And your skin is like really elasticy, and if you touch it, anybody touches it, when you walk, anything, it hurts. You feel everything. Of course, you just receive lipo. So I get up, they take me out of the car, go into the recovery center, and this center is a big home that people have. And they have many rooms. And so you go into a room, and they have a bed for you. So my bags were there, my luggage was already there. Take you in, and you lay down. And you have someone to get your medicine for you. Let me go back. On my way home, we went to stop at Walgreens to get my prescription. So they prescribe you nausea medicine. They give you antibiotics, which are very important to take, and they give you pain medicine. Of course, they give you perks. I didn't take them. I still had a prescription for it. I prefer not to take those. If you take perks, it prolongs your healing. So I didn't want that. So I took Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol is what I took, and that worked. It worked great. So any ladies out there, get Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol. It works amazing. It's the best. So I get home, get to the recovery center, lay down. She gives me a little bit of soup so I can take the Tylenol extra strength. Then you go to sleep. So I slept, and I was in the room by myself. It was a young lady, must have left a day or two before me, so I'm in the room by myself, which was fine. Each and every, these recovery homes do not have nurses in them. Some do advertise they have nurses, but no nurses, just CNAs, persons who can help you change your garments, which you do need. Someone who can help you go to the bathroom, which you do need. Someone who can help you shower, which you do need. And they cook, and that's it. They do not take your temperature. They don't give you any of your medicine unless you ask them to. So it's no nurses at all. So please do your research. I'm a witness. Do your research. So once you go in there, and I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, I was still in pain, so I took some more Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol. So the next morning, you have your garment on, so it gives you a garment. Doctors give you a garment to put on. So you can't take that garment off. When you go to your massages, which you have to have a massage, once you get your massage, then after the massage, when I came home the next day from getting a massage, I could take a shower. The doctor allows you to take a shower, but not before then. So she came in, she wanted to take a look at me, make sure everything was right, everything was clear, no infections, everything was fine. Went in and I got a massage. I think the massages hurt worse than the procedure. So you have to understand that you don't have any tubes coming out, because my doctor chose not to use tubes. There are no tubes. So you have no tubes, but they have to have a way of releasing the pressure and releasing the liquids, actually. So some of it's blood, most of it is liquid. So, and that's what the massages are for. So if you were to stay in the hospital, it would have a tube, it would automatically be sucking the fluids out. But you don't have that when you have this type of procedure. So you get the massage, so you look down and you see blood and you see liquid, and you're like, oh my goodness. And it hurts for them to even come near you, because you know it's going to hurt. The massage hurt like hell. They do. So they massage it, everything, the fluid comes out, make sure it's okay. Then they give you a second garment. Well, my doctor did. So that's when you do your research. Some doctors will give you 2 garments, some doctors will give you 1, some doctors will not give you a garment. So I got a package where I received 2 garments. So you have to wear that garment and wear that garment and wear that garment again. Like 6 weeks, you can't take it off, but oftentimes I still wear my garment. So you get the massages, and after the massages, they put patches, make sure you put your garment back on, and then you leave back out. You literally leave back out, and you go back to the recovery center, where they cook you breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and this recovery center is a home full of women who have gotten the procedure. Some have been there before, some been there twice. This is their second go round. Some people are new, some people have tubes. So it was, I should have videotaped it, but it was full of women. It doesn't, nationality, color, creed, doesn't make a difference. They were there. So it was a woman that was older than me. She was a great grandmom. She was getting her BBL. So it's not too much of the age that women are wanting to do this and wanting to improve their life, their body, the way they look. She got everything. She got a tummy tuck. She got liposuction. She got some in her behind. And she was just walking around like it wasn't nothing. They were just walking around like it wasn't nothing. Me, uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. And I'm like sore, so sore, continuing to be sore. And they just walking around like it's nothing. And I couldn't believe it. So I went back in my room. It was terrible. So then there were girls. It was one girl that was in the bathroom, FaceTiming her children, and in the mirror putting on makeup. Go figure. I'm not judging. I couldn't do it. It was not for me. No makeup, no lashes, no brows. I had no lashes. None. No lashes. So you hair tied up, didn't comb my hair or anything. So it's a individual choice. And they chose to come back the second time. The second time. not me. So that's the first part of it. Stay tuned for part 2. I appreciate you listening. But this journey continues. So if you have any questions, comment down below. I'll answer all questions. It does. I mean, it is a learning process. And I'll see you on part 2. And thank you for listening.